What if the woman you're giving your best to is only taking, and taking? And the scary part is she may not even think she's doing anything wrong. A selfish woman can drain your energy, damage your confidence, and make you question your own worth. But the signs are usually there early. You just have to know what to look for. Today, I'm going to show you 5 signs a woman is selfish and does not deserve you. And by the end of this video, you will know how to spot the difference between real love and emotional misuse. Hi, my name is Ellie, and I share relationship content for men who want to understand love, spot red flags early, and build healthier relationships. This is not about becoming bitter. It's about becoming wise, because if you understand these signs early, you can save yourself months, sometimes years of frustration, confusion, and pain. So stay with me, because the last sign is the one most men ignore until it's too late. First sign is simple. She likes your money, your attention, your efforts, your time, but she does not truly value you. You will notice this when she gets excited only when you are providing something. Maybe when you're buying, you're helping, or fixing. But when you need support, she disappears. That's selfish, because in a healthy relationship, people give. Not just one person carrying the whole thing like a backpack full of bricks. Let me give you a real life example. A man works long hours, he still calls, still checks in, still makes plans, but every time he is tired, stressed, or low on energy, she gets annoyed. She wants gifts, dates, money, and attention. But when this man needs comfort, she says you're being too emotional. That is not partnership. That's extraction. And some men stay because they think she just needs some time. When a person values you, they don't only enjoy your output, they care about your heart. Let me ask you this. If you stop giving today, would she still stay? Think about that for a second. The second sign is that she turns every situation back to herself. If you are sad, she makes it about how your sadness affects her. She says you are not giving her enough attention. If you have a problem, suddenly her problem becomes bigger. That is selfish behavior. A selfish woman struggles to make room for your emotions because she's too busy protecting her own comfort. Here's what this can look like in real life. You explain that you had a rough day. Instead of listening, she says, "So you're just going to come home in a bad mood and ruin my evening?" Or tell her something that is bothering you in the relationship, and she immediately says, "So now I'm the villain." That's not communication. That's deflection. A mature woman can hear your pain without making it a threat to her ego. But a selfish woman hears your feelings and thinks, how do I escape accountability? And if she always needs the spotlight, you will always feel like a side character in your own relationship. I once heard a man describe his relationship like this. Whenever I was winning, she was smiling. Whenever I was struggling, she became cold. That line hit hard. Because that's not love. That's convenience. Here's the truth. The right woman doesn't compete with your pain. She helps you carry it. The third sign is entitlement. No matter what you do, it is never enough. You plan a date, she complains it wasn't expensive enough. You give her your time, she wants more. You support her dreams, she acts like it's your duty. You make sacrifices, she barely notices. That kind of behavior slowly kills a man. Because when gratitude is missing, love starts feeling like labor. And here's the danger. The more you give, the more she expects, until one day your generosity becomes her standard. Not a gift, a demand. That is a selfish spirit. And it often shows up in small ways first. She doesn't say thank you. She rarely acknowledges your effort. She acts as if you owe her access, loyalty, and patience just because she exists. That may sound harsh, but men know exactly what I mean. If you've ever been with a woman who treated your effort like it was invisible, then you already know how empty that feels. Real appreciation builds connection. Entitlement destroys it. Ask yourself this. Does she appreciate what you do or complain about what you don't do? This one is very important. A selfish woman often changes depending on what you can do for her. When you are useful, she's warm. When you are not useful, she is cold. When you have money, status, or solutions, she is interested. But when you need patience, she becomes distant. That's utility. And many men miss this because the woman may still look caring on the surface. But watch closely. Does she respect your time? Does she respect your boundaries? Does she respect your no? Or does she only respect you when she can benefit from you? A woman who truly values you does not only love your strength, she also respects your weakness. She does not disappear when life gets hard. She does not act ashamed when you are building. She does not punish you for not always being in provider mode. That's the kind of woman worth keeping. But if respect disappears the moment the benefits disappear, then you're not being loved, you're being used. Imagine a man relocating to a new city or a new country to build a better life. He's trying to find stability, he's trying to grow, he's under pressure. A selfish woman will not ask, how can I support you? She will ask, what do I get from this phase? That reveals everything. A real partner does not only show up for the finished product, she shows up during the process. Sign number 5, she never takes responsibility. This is the final sign, and it's a big one. A selfish woman never owns her role in the problem. Everything is always someone else's fault. If she hurts you, you are too sensitive. If she lies, you misunderstood her. If she disrespects you, you provoked her. If the relationship is failing, you are the issue. That is dangerous because without accountability, there can be no growth. And without growth, the relationship becomes a cycle of blame, excuses, and emotional exhaustion. Here is what this looks like in real life. You bring up something painful. Instead of listening, she shuts down or attacks you. You try to explain yourself, and suddenly you are the bad guy for even bringing it up. That kind of dynamic wears a man down. A woman who is emotionally mature can say, I see my part in this. I was wrong. I can do better. A selfish woman would rather protect her image instead of protecting the relationship. And once pride becomes more important than peace, the relationship is already in trouble. So let's bring this together. A selfish woman only values what you give, makes everything about herself, shows no gratitude, respects you when you are useful, refuses to take responsibility. And here's the lesson. Love should not feel like you are constantly providing your worth. You should not have to beg for basic care. You should not have to shrink yourself just to keep someone comfortable. A woman who deserves you will not be perfect. Nobody is perfect. But she will be willing to listen, willing to grow, willing to give back, willing to respect you even when it is inconvenient. That is the difference. So stop confusing attention with love. Stop confusing attraction with character. And stop staying where your heart is always empty, but your effort is always full. Remember this. The right woman adds to your peace. The wrong one costs you your peace. Now I want to hear from you. What is the biggest selfish behavior you've seen in a relationship that made you lose respect for someone? Drop it in the comments, and if this video helped you, subscribe now for more relationship content that helps you protect your peace before it costs you too much. Thanks for watching this video. I'm Ellie, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.